The Jackson County Chamber of Commerce and Experience Jackson President and CEO Ryan Tarrant, and CPA and Managing Principal at Rehmann, Dave Page. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks, Bart. Great to be here.
Oh, it's nice to have you here on Fun Facts About Names Day.
Oh.
So we thought, you guys, Ryan and Dave, you've got pretty pedestrian names. Pretty mainstream. Yeah. So it's hard finding something fun. But we did. Ryan, do you know what your name means?
Oh, geez. Is it Little King?
Little King.
I nailed it.
Yes. Or illustrious. And where does it originate? What nation or region is it from?
I'm going to guess it's Irish.
It is, yes. It was a common surname in County Tipperary, but now it's a popular first name, and it originates from Orion. So somewhere along the line, O got dropped. Dave, how about you? What does David mean?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't remember. I think I probably knew at one point. But
well, it's pretty descriptive and accurate. Beloved or cherished one. So that's nice. I'm sure there are many that cherish you. And it became popular, symbolizing warmth and approachable charm. That's you.
That sounds like me, at least according to my wife.
So next week, so all this stuff that's going on, the Drive Jackson, we've got a lot of, I would say for the first time in a long time, Ryan, and Dave, you probably witnessed this as well. Collaboration. We are seeing a lot of collaboration among the various entities, both government, public, and private.
Yeah, I mean, I think in a community the size of Jackson, we aren't Grand Rapids. We're not. We talked about Bentonville, Arkansas, as we went through the Drive Jackson plan, where you might have sort of that singular individual or company that kind of drives everything. And so, here in a community like Jackson, it's really important that we all work together and we all kind of pull in the same direction. As we look at the population growth and decline and those types of things. So, it's an exciting time to be here in Jackson. You have Drive Jackson that you mentioned, which is, was something that we kind of spearheaded, but then the county's finishing up their strategic plan right now. And then the city is starting their master plan. And so, for the first time in a long time, maybe ever, you've got these three different plans that, where you can collaborate together, you want to do those things, but it isn't, kind of mixing either.
Dave, as principal at Rehmann, you decided you wanted to sponsor this event, the State of the Community. Why are you interested in that?
Well, I think for a number of reasons. I mean, we're a big supporter of the Chamber, as well as the city and the county have been clients of ours, and so it just makes a lot of sense for us to be involved.
What are the various milestones that you're looking at in planning this event, Ryan?
Well, I think it's really an opportunity. Part of the Chamber's role is to convene and educate, and so we take that role seriously with our membership and bringing in Mike Overton, bringing in Jonathan Green, to be able to talk about not just the things that they've done in the past year, but what is coming online over the course of the next year. What are the things that they're working on that maybe not everyone gets to see every day, and so it's a little bit of a peek behind the curtain for the Chamber members who have a chance to come out and do that, and thanks to Rehmann for their sponsorship of the event to help make that happen.
Not only, as I mentioned, you being the CEO of the Chamber, but also Experience Jackson, and that organization also has some drivers that are part of this conversation.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at Drive Jackson, when you look at what the Chamber's working on, and some of our other partners out there, for Experience Jackson, a lot of it's about that quality of life. Those outdoor amenities. How can we drive more visitation? But a big part of that when we look at driving visitors to our community is what's the quality of life that we get to enjoy. Visitors get to come and experience something one time, but we get to live here, and so let's make it the best place that it can be.
You're telling a lot of stories about the community, and Dave, in your experience, as a golfer, getting a chance to golf outside of Jackson and talk to people about golfing in Jackson. What's the story that you tell, and what kind of response do you get when you tell people about this town?
Related to golf, I do tell people that this is a big golfing community, and we really support the golfers well here. I think it's pretty evident by the number of golf holes per capita. I don't know what we are now, but I know at one point we were in the top 10 in the nation for golf holes per capita. Maybe you guys have those statistics, but it's just, it's affordable too. I mean, you go to a lot of different places in Metro Detroit and compare the prices to what we offer here in Jackson, and it's, we can get a lot of people involved on the golf course. So.
Yeah, you can golf for as little as $1 a hole, including cart at certain places at certain times.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it isn't something you can experience everywhere, right? I mean, you can come here and be here all summer and feel like you barely touched it.
You mentioned the city working on their master plan, the county, their strategic plan. Do they work together, in putting these plans together, Ryan?
So they don't necessarily work together. The county commission is going to have their own strategic plan, and the county government, and the city's going to have their master plan. But I think where you look at these things with those two plans and Drive Jackson, and so some of these plans already being online, is that you have the opportunity as you develop it to make sure that where there are those areas that you can collaborate on something, and that the community's spoken on it, or the city might be leading on something, or the county, where we can kind of jump in and advance that type of work a little bit more quickly than maybe just one of those entities doing it on its own.
Dave, what are you excited about when you look at the Drive Jackson plan for the next couple of decades?
Really the focus on the community, just kind of thinking about how we can attract businesses, how we can attract employees, and talent. And it's something that we need to do, and it's a great place to live. It's very affordable, and more people need to hear about it. So.
Ryan, this is, I think, the second State of the Community that you've done, right?
This is actually the third one. So 2 years ago, I think we had 60 people show up at the first one. Last year it more than doubled. This year we're already at those numbers. Women's Week this week is sold out. So, we expect to have a good crowd to hear Jonathan and Mike talk about all things Jackson.
So besides the crowd, and I believe the location, what else is different about the 2026 version?
Well, this year we're actually bringing in Matt Swartzlander, who's the village manager down in Brooklyn. And so Matt kind of ties all of this together pretty neatly, because he used to work at the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce. He led the Adrian Tecumseh, now the Greater Lenawee Chamber of Commerce. And now he's on that other side of the coin as a village manager, and so speaking the same language as Jonathan and Mike. So I think he'll have some pretty good insights as we go through the program.
Who should attend this event?
Oh, I think everybody should attend this event. It's a great opportunity to hear what's going on in your own community, and kind of figure out where you can plug in and make an impact.
We've got a bigger room. It's the City View room
At Commonwealth Commerce Center.
And it's lunch as well?
Lunch 11:30 to 1, and we are on Thursday, March 12th, so that's next Thursday.
And you've got, when you have these member-only events, you fill up the room. Mm-hmm. The membership must be pretty healthy right now.
Yeah, we feel pretty good about where our membership is, and really it's about the engaged membership. I mean, it's companies like Rehmann and members like Dave who really make the chamber what it is.
Dave, congratulations to you. You recently received a new assignment. In addition to what you've been doing here in Jackson, you'll also be principal in the Rehmann Toledo office.
That's correct, yeah.
What does
Excited
that mean?
About that.
What does that mean for you, besides maybe more miles?
Yeah, a few more miles, but just an opportunity to work with more of our great people in our Toledo office. And we just have a lot of talent both in our Jackson and Toledo offices. So very excited to continue to see our offices grow.
Well, we appreciate you taking time to be with us today, because it's, tax season?
It is, yes. Yeah. But we don't only do taxes, so it's other time of season. So
no golf during tax.
No, there is no golf.
There's
That's
also
for
those
sure.
fun things called audits that everybody loves.
Right, that's right. We do a few of those.
Well, this might be a reason to join the chamber, to be part of this event.
Yeah, we've got this one. You know, we've got a number of events coming up. We've got the Civics Bee with junior high students that we host out at Spring Arbor. You know, we've gotten all the essays and are, you know, sort of going through that process with the judging of the essays. And then, you know, Community Impact Day that's coming in May, which is going to be an incredible opportunity for, you know, everybody in the community to turn out and do some volunteer projects for some of the area nonprofits.
Yeah, so people, they'll be getting their hands dirty, ideally, on Community Impact Day.
That's the goal. You know, it's some of those things, you know, capacity is always tight with nonprofits. And so we put out the call. I think this morning a press release went out on it, put out the call to those nonprofits for what those projects, people that they could use some help with. And then, you know, we'll work with the business community and residents to see if we can't fill all of those needs.
Awesome. We'll see you next Thursday at the City View Room at Commonwealth Commerce Center for State of the Community. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
President and CEO of the Jackson Chamber and Experience Jackson, Ryan Tarrant, and Principal and Managing Partner at Rehmann, Dave Page.